I don't want to get up. Okay, I did it. I got up, and now Graham's here, so you get to see her today, my mother. All right, I gotta put cinder blocks in the car, a lot of them, and I have to mark out the different sections with sticks or something. I don't know. I did it once with the actual cabin, so I was like, where can I put the cabin? And I know it's gonna be this size, so will it fit over here? And I just took branches and I did it that way. So I'm gonna do that again with the whole property, okay? We're gonna try, but it was raining over here. I don't know if it was raining over there yet, but I hope not. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sliding in the mud again. Okay, I got all the, I don't have all. I just feel like it's too much if I bring all the cinder blocks in the car. It's not good for your suspension, so I left behind like 4. They're so heavy. That part's done. I got my IV, and okay, we're gonna head out now. Let's go to Grafton, everybody. The best boots in town. And we got Graham. Graham's coming with us, everybody. I want to say hi to your viewers.
No.
Of course. There's the Airbnb. Kidding. Oh, he's running. Oh. There's all my trees, everybody.
My goodness.
Are we there yet? See, this is like Grafton. This was all trees. They dug it up. Now they're doing all the roots. And then we can begin. So that's what I'm doing today. I am preparing with the boundaries. You'll see what I mean. I've been showing you guys all the things I come across so you can get a feel of the area. Welcome to Danbury. This building was my inspiration. Every time I saw it, it made me happy, so that's the coloring I was kind of sort of going for, at least the roof.
Even the cops can't get here in a hurry.
There aren't any cops.
Oh, I can see why.
Kidding. Alright, we're coming up to the store, everybody. This is the best country store I've ever personally been to.
It's the only one.
That's the only one. Yep, there it is. We're not going to stop there right now. We'll come back. I just want to go get the work done, and then we can sit, relax, and have our lunch. And there's the community center. We're almost there, everybody.
Sure we are. We close by?
We're closer.
Sure.
There's the White House. There's the teepee. Oh, it's not up anymore. Gotta hold on what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Okay, the pavement is about to end. So, remember that guy's house? That's how you know. When you see this, I guess it's a house. I really don't know. But I always say he takes everything and he just puts it together. No matter what it is. The pavement is now ending and the roads don't look horrible. But look at this place, will you please? I mean, honestly. All right, guys, we are here. It's not slippery. Yay, mud season is over, everybody. Here it is. All right, let's see if we can go inside today. Yeah, see, they're working on that side. Okay. And there it is, there it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, hopefully we don't get stuck anywhere. Oh yeah, it is there. Huh. Okay, nobody told me. All right, that's not too many stumps everywhere. Wow. Okay, Graham helped with the sticks. Didn't take very long. And I know now that this is the first parking spot for this cabin. Now, I want to do 2 spots. That way there, if somebody wants to join this person, I could put it right here. Now this stump won't be there, so maybe instead of going this way, taking up spot, they could just come in and put it long ways, you know what I mean? So I'll do the same thing, 7 by 15 and a half. All right, so that's number 1, like I showed you. And then if they come with another car, and if they don't, that's fine. I'll make this, they can just, imagine you're just driving, the stump won't be there, and you just pull in maybe like this, you know? So that'll be good. They'll come right in. I'll put a sign that says parking, and they'll just have this one spot. And I like that I measured it for my van size because, you know, besides a trailer, you know, and I can just keep this whole section right here all free, you know, that'll be gone. And then there'll be all of this they can use as parking facing that way, not that way. Because eventually I want to put, and that's what I'm going to do today, is my design. I want all privacy trees because, I mean, I don't technically have to put any privacy trees here, but if I can get little platforms on the edge over there, I don't know if it's possible, but, you know, I kind of want everybody to have their own, or instead of filling all this space up with trees, maybe I could just, but look at how cute, right? So imagine right here, this is the road, all right? Imagine if you can see the little tiny brook. I mean, right now there's nothing. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, depending on the rain. So, like even just here, right? Have Steven build a nice platform here, a little deck, and I can put like a nice soft, foamy, whatever, you know, maybe put sand on there, for instance. Sand would be great because I want the beach theme. People are like, why are you gonna put a beach theme in the forest? Because this is the lake region, and when you come back here, I want it so that you still feel like you're there, you know, minus the water. So yeah, a little cabin just for 2. It could be one of those A-frame. I don't really care what it is. And then when that water is flowing, it'll be nice. Sorry, not a cabin, a platform. And it can even have a roof. It could be an A-frame. It totally could, you know, a little door, you go in, you have a little window right there that overlooks, you know, put a little grill, you're good to go. When they have to go to the bathroom, they'll just go up here. So that could be one. So then if that's the case, then I can maybe plant a couple of trees right here, like maybe just even one, just to give them that little privacy, you know, from these guys up here. And I don't really see, unless on the other side, you see, we could do that. On the other side, put something. It just can't be within, like going down or going up on the other side. Is this making sense to you guys? All right, let me go. Oh, I like the moss. It's coming for us. So right now you can see there's a little bit of shade besides the trees that I'm going to put in. But until then, I want to make it pleasant. So what I'm going to have to do is about where I want the willow tree. Or I keep saying willow, but it's just going to, whatever tree hangs down and you can have a 2-cabin house. So like maybe in the middle, maybe over, say, I don't know. Oh yeah, I gotta measure it out. Do you remember? Where'd you get that? Right here. Oh, that's the one I put there, I think. Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, so I have to measure out the size because they grow really wide. Let me see. I forget the measurement. Let me look it up. If I were to have a full-blown someday willow tree here, and say I planted it right here, this is X marks the spot, it would go all the way when it's full blown, and they said it grows a few feet a year. It would at least reach the branches to that. So you get all this, X marks the spot, and then to the thicker log I have over here. And that would give me enough space to rent out. I could have 2 people underneath, meaning 2 different cabins, or, you know, I don't know. I'm just thinking, I'm fantasizing, right? So that whole area would be filled, and I could have another Airbnb underneath the willow tree, plus that one. So it's just showing me like the space I need. So that leaves me with this area and that area. So I was thinking that if I put one over here, which I'm going to, that it should not face, right? Even though I have privacy trees, I don't want it facing this way. So everything's going to be private. And so if this is where the willow tree ends, say, you know, and then say I have more privacy trees here, I want the cabin somewhere in here facing, maybe even like back to back with the one that's going to go over here. There's plenty of space. That is for sure. I hope I don't fall into a hole. You know what I mean? So I don't want it facing the neighbors because that's ugly. I want to I'll face it that way because then they can just see trees. It would be pleasant to maybe, these are just ideas. I'm just showing you how I'm thinking out loud and making this work because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I could even face it that way, you know, or even just face it. I could face it so the bedroom window, right? So like I want it so that these cabins have a beautiful window with their bed overlooking something. And right there you see a trailer. I don't want that. So maybe the best possible view for them would be this. So facing this way, you see? So here we are. Okay. And then the rest of it could be, you know, the picnic table and the beachy theme with the tikis. And there's certainly a lot of space here. All right, so I gotta think about how I'm going to orchestrate this, and then I'll show you after. So I walked a little in there. It's a nice little area. You can kind of see them of the evergreens growing. Those are the ones I had to knock down. You obviously still have them here, but they're all clustered together. It's safer. And the thing is, in order to know how wide, I'm gonna go over to my sister's and measure hers and see how much more I want it. There's Graham. See? I mean, I'm in my glory. Whoops. I'm in my glory. I just want to take you guys, I mean, right? I don't know if you guys were here with me and you remember when I was just planning this out. And now look, you know, gotta make it happen. Who? No. And one day we'll get this outhouse out of here. The thing that stinks is that the people that have to go to the bathroom, they have to walk up here. I mean, unless they want to do something in the woods. So yeah. See, she put the trees, fruit trees here. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right. And her little pergola. He came and he cleaned up a lot of the outer trees, I mean. All right, so this is her little cabin. Isn't it cute? It's literally like a mini. Let's see if we can get this out of the way. Oh, yeah. I'll show you guys what it looks like inside. It smells so nice too. See? It's just enough. It's adorable. It smells brand spanking new of beautiful, beautiful wood. So I was thinking definitely, so imagine this with a couch, right? But it's the kind of couch that you can pull open into. So that way there, when you're in here, you can just fold it back up and you'll have a little table. Maybe you guys wanna, you know, I say you guys, whoever wants to sit, you know, and eat your food. Maybe it's raining outside. Maybe you just wanna, you know, have a little place, but it'll be bigger than this. Not by much, really. But yeah, definitely where you can walk around even if the bed was open just a little bit, maybe a few more feet. Okay, a little bit, a few feet wider and a few feet longer. But right, isn't that cute? All right, let me measure this. The cabin I have already over there is 10 by 20. So this is 10. We can't do another 10 by 20 because I don't want to put thousands and thousands. So I like the stairs. She had that put in. Looks very nice. Yeah, so let me measure what she has now. So imagine like just a couple of feet extra just to kind of give some wiggle room. So what she has plus a little further than the steps. And so that's 10 by 10. So right here, 10 by 10. Maybe, possibly, we'll see the cost. And that should give plenty of space for you get your bed, which you can totally fold back. But maybe most people would want, you know, maybe during the day they fold it in and you have a little space you can walk around, put your luggage. You can have like a little dresser or something. And yeah, so you'll have a little extra, you know, space with that folding up. Yeah. Yep. And not so high either. Definitely not so high. So it could even just go just the level of where that is. I don't want to go in really because, let's see. So at least, I should measure that actually. Okay, I had to rearrange it. Some stumps I can't help. But it'd only be about this big, 10 by 10. So you would come in and a little table and a couch. And don't know what the design of this one might be, but I want them all. Well, I want this one and another one to have, actually probably all of them. I was trying to think about the best view because there's a road right there and a road right there. This is the fork. So because those trees are all gonna grow in it's kind of, the street is over there compared to the street being right there. So I thought, and then the brook, not the brook, we have a culvert where when the water is running down the hill, it comes through the hole and it goes over there. So that'll be a lovely sound. And I thought, well, you know, you can open the bed here this way and you can look, right? Maybe you're waking up in the morning and you see the beautiful forest and you're just laying here, you see? So that would be nice. And then you got your bed. Like I said, you fold it open, you go to sleep. And I'll have like a little shelf thing. You put your belongings and you can, I don't know, I'll have to put something so people can put their luggage, you know. All right, so just for 2 people, right? How fun and cozy would that be?